Hey you guys, so I'm back again with another message from the Lord. This message is going to come from 2 Kings, the 4th chapter, starting at the 38th verse. Like I said, God wanted me to come and God had told me to research Elisha in the Bible. And then this particular passage popped up and I was like, okay, God, so I know this is a separate message, but I'm going to read it. So, this particular passage in the Bible is miracles during a famine. Elisha now returned to Gilgal, but there was a famine in the land. One day, as the group of prophets were sitting before him, he said to his servants, "Put on a large kettle and make some stew for these men." One of the young men went out to the field and gathered vegetables and came back with a pocket full of wild grown. He shredded them and put them into the kettle without realizing they were poisonous. But after the man had ate a bite or two, they cried out, "Man of God, there's poison in this stew." So they would not eat it. Elisha said, "Bring me some flour." And then he threw it on the kettle and said, "Now it's all right. Go ahead and eat." And then he did, and then it did no harm to them. One day, a man of Baal Shalisha bought the man of God a sack of fresh grain and 20 loaves of barley bread made from the first grain of his harvest. Elijah said, "Give it to the group of prophets so they can eat." "What?" his servants exclaimed. "Feed 100 people with only this?" But Elijah replied, "Give it to the group of prophets so they can eat, for the Lord said that there will be plenty for all. There will even be some left over." And sure enough, there were plenty for all and some left over, just as the Lord has promised. We are going to see miracles for God's children during this famine, and God is going to use some of his prophets to perform these miracles during the famine. This also serves as a confirmation where God was saying, multiply your gifts, multiply your blessings. When you are obedient, when you don't even think it's enough, and you go out of obedience and do what God is telling you to do, he will multiply it. What the servant thought wasn't going to be enough was more than enough, and they had some left over. Be obedient during this time, because God is going to use some of you to perform miracles during a famine for his children, for his people. So you have to be obedient to whatever he is telling you, because like I said in the previous video, a lot of God's children carry the Elisha anointing. You carry the Elisha anointing. Be obedient what God is telling you to do. When you take care of God's people, God's children, he will take care of you. Lord, I'm getting emotional. And like I said one time before, God has gave me a nonprofit to start, and it's for the children. Lord, I hope I don't start crying. And it's for the children. And I've been campaigning and doing things for the children, trying to raise awareness for the kids, and trying to get different things here in our area so they can stay out of trouble. And my father told me, he literally told me, he was like, "Tiara, this is going to be great. He said, I see this in the spirit going far." And he told me, he was like, "This is where your blessings is going to come from." And I said, "What you mean?" He said, "When you take care of God's children or God's sheep, he will take care of you." So do what God is calling you to do in this hour. Elijah knew, out of his obedience and out of his humility and out of his compassion, he knew when he took care of God, or when people come and try to take care of him, send them to take care of the people. He knew God was going to take care of him. And that's why he was able to experience more out of life than any of the other prophets, because he knew that God supplied everything, that everything we have in life is because of God. And some of you guys, y'all know that everything we have in life is because of God. It's not because of man, it's because of the God we serve. So get ready to see miracles during a famine. Get ready to for God to use you to perform a miracle for someone during a famine. And it can be something small. Like I told you guys, God might told you to stock up on food during this hour, and then like someone's gonna need help. They're not gonna be able to, you know, buy food or something. God might bless you to be a miracle to them, so you can buy them food, so you can help put grocery in their house. It's the little things, y'all, that goes a long way, that shows people who God is, that shows people that God still exists. It's those type of little things. And God is saying, expect miracles during a famine, because a famine is coming, and expect for God to use you in a mighty special way. When God blesses us, he don't just bless us. He blessed us to be a blessing. He blessed us to bless back others. That's a part of our assignment. That's a part of our purpose. That's a part of our ministry. But we, like I said, remember, when you take care of your Father's business, when you take care of other people, when you look out for other people that are assigned to you, and you know that's what God is telling you to do, you know that's your calling, you know that's your part of your gift, he will take care of you. He will multiply the things that look like it can't be multiplied. All right. So just wanted to come and share that. You guys, I love you all. But get ready to see miracles during this family. Get ready for God to use you like never before. Okay? God is raising up his remnant. His purpose, his assignment that he sent out in the land, his word will not return to him void. All right? So I love you guys. And I will chat with you all later.